GM, ladies and gentlemen, this is obviously your host Light here, and you're watching the 4th episode of Airdrop Intel, and we've got a lot of things to share today, so let's get started without further ado. But before that, I do want to remind people of the Notion page in case you're looking for extra drops to do. There are hundreds of different entries under different categories listed here. We have also added out node sales here. These seem to be a lot more popular as of right now. I'm seeing a lot more emails coming to my way and asking me to show their node sales and stuff like that. Some of them are total pyramid schemes and vaporware, but there are a couple of very, very nice entries. And obviously there's a bunch of free nodes that you can run from many different chains right now. So there's a lot of options to potentially make some testnet rewards by running a node, which is becoming a bit more popular down the line on the airdrop farming scheme. But let's jump into the first drop of the day, and that is Eigenlayer. And previously I did say that I thought initially they were not going to give the 100% extra Eigen because people were initially crying that they were not getting enough tokens. So the Eigen team decided that everybody who had interacted with the chain can get now plus 100. So make sure you're going to be checking out whatever you're going to be getting the plus 100. Even if you had 0 prior, you can still get the plus 100. So right now you can claim it, but you are not able to transfer it. However, you are able to stake it. And here's the big caveat here, which we did talk about in my Eigenlayer farming video, which a lot of people have not mentioned, which is the fact that you are able to delegate your Eigen and also the Ethereums to a delegate. And these delegates are likely going to be airdropping. This is why I chose Eigen yields, because they have precisely said that they are going to be doing a form of an airdrop down the line. There are some other operators on the list which you can probably search through. I don't know if there has been updates since then, but some of them actually might airdrop down the line. Some of these are just like VC things. So you got to be kind of careful about that. And not a lot of these, like we have some other operators which have like staking in a lot of different chains. A lot of them don't have tokens. So who knows, like all nodes, for example, they don't have their own token. Maybe somewhere down the line they aren't interested in doing so. But what would be the utility of that token is another different thing. But I would recommend checking out at least ones that have like over 10 Ethereum or something like that, and there might be something coming down the line. Like here we got like DeFi Dojo. Could this be something happening down the line? And also I do want to mention, just like Pyth, just like Jupiter staking, there are going to be airdrops allocated to these people who are staking these tokens. And it's probably not going to be super trendy, but there's probably something coming out down the line. So make sure you're going to be making some stakes. It shouldn't be like too expensive. You can wait the gas to go down and then pay lower gas. Then moving on, we have demand airdrop. So this was for DIM stakers. If you had more than 15 DIM staked before April 30th, you are eligible for this drop. And what you need to do is just go into the actual page and paste in your address and claim. If you don't do this, you will be forfeiting the drop, which is going to be happening in 30 days. And this is the same concept as NIM. For people who don't claim their allocated shares, we are going to be getting a bigger drop. So right now I'm getting 14, but this number is going to be updating because it's not going to be 100% claimed. That is 100% going to be the case. Not all people are going to be knowing about these or coming to claim these specific drops. So make sure you're going to be paying attention to these things. And who knows how many of these will become big, or will this be another $50 drop or whatever. But I'm just compounding it into my dimension. That's how I'm kind of seeing this. In terms of like NIM and Monday, I think NIM is a lot more promising than Monday, but I did drop that also. And Monday can also be staked, so it's kind of like dangerous also to sometimes, sell them all together, like I did with Celestia, and that was a mistake. And that's what happens when you sometimes, you should always like stake 20% and maybe dump like 80%. But let's move on. Now we have a couple of Solana entries which I want to talk about. On the previous video we talked about Sanctum, and Sanctum is still going on, but there are a couple of other things which are under the Sanctum umbrella which you should pay attention to. One of them is a Zippy stake, and they have a currently ongoing point system. So in case you are already on Sanctum, there is inherent system in place where you are able to buy different types of, tokens under Solana, but not all of those liquid staking Solana tokens are going to be having airdrops. So that's very smart to basically buy the ones that are going to be airdropping also alongside with Sanctum's own token. So that is why I'm basically allocating some low sum the Zippy stake here, and I already have done this for like 2 days, and I'm ranked 1035, and that's meaning that this is very, very uncompetitive. There's only 16 pages here, so like what? Less than 2,000 people are interacting right now with this project. So we have great potential here for, I don't know it's going to be very valuable, but I'm saying it's under-farmed project right now, and there's a referral program. The two other ones that are on the system is Helios, and I've been hearing from some sources that Helios is going to be having something going on. So one of my highest liquid staking tokens right now is on Helios because of that, because I'm hearing these rumors about something happening, big partners here behind them, or I guess these are people who are using their services, because these guys are also selling out like RPC stuff, and so this is like a real use case, so maybe their own governance token can be used to pay these services or whatever. But that's interesting. So this is one of the more higher tier Solana liquid stake tokens. And then lastly, we have the Vault Finance, and this one also, you need to buy the Vault Sol token, and then you need to stake it. Unstaking time, I don't know what that is, but you have to basically paste it here, and then you're going to be getting these Vault points. I don't think there's any reason to basically claim them every second or whatever, but they can be traded, and they're probably going to be traded on some places. And if any of these are going to be even getting the fraction of Jito's airdrop, which was very valuable airdrop, by the way, which I sadly didn't get, I think these could be really big. So liquid staking is, as I've said, one of the bigger themes. That's why so many people are doing the milk tier, so many people are doing the Eigenlayer stuff, and the Solana liquid staking tokens are no different. And obviously there's stuff going on Aptos and Sui too. So I'm basically involved in a lot of the liquid staking stuff, and those airdrops have been pretty valuable also. Moving on, we did talk about 2 days ago about the Superform Safari. Now it's basically out, and I have not added any extra funds here, and I'm already like 3,000 rank. I don't know how many people are participating on this. Maybe I'm gonna be adding more things. Just a bit of a recap in case you didn't watch the earlier video. And by the way, since these videos are kind of becoming like every 2 days, there's a lot of entries in the older videos, guys, which still have airdrops, which you should be doing, okay? The airdrops usually last for weeks, so you're not late. But basically, there are different stages to this. This is going to be lasting for 30 days. This started out today, so you're early here. And even if you wouldn't be getting the Superform airdrop, you're going to be getting a lot of like different things here. So for example, when I did transactions throughout the chain, my transactions were using layer 0 and a hyperlane. So we're getting transactions on and hyphen. So 3 different blockchains, or not blockchains, but 3 different airdrop projects being farmed on a singular transaction. And that's why Superform, is a very interesting project, because you have this ability to basically do these vault investments here, and they are going to be using different types of models behind them, which are going to be garnering you transactions under multiple different projects. So that's why I'm kind of bullish on Superform, and I should be, interacting with a lot more and maybe look into optimizing these things. I just kind of took out very random stuff here, to be honest. But yeah, and the APIs are pretty crazy too. But let's move on. Then we have Lingo Islands. There's only 10 redemptions for the referral link down below, so make sure you're going to be fast and claiming your drop, and then you're going to be getting to doing this. This is pretty cool website, seems pretty high quality. There's a couple of different steps that you will basically be doing here, linking your Twitter and email, and then there's a lot of like other social media tasks. It's pretty simple. As far as I know, at this point, there is no transaction fees even involved here. But yeah, this is kind of like a more like a higher quality interaction style a thing. I don't know how long these Twitter farming quest things are going to be going on, but hey, definitely worth checking out. Then we have Nebula 5. This is something I referred in a couple of earlier videos. This is the Dimension liquid staking. And I'm really big on liquid staking. I don't need to say it a million times here over again. This is testnet. You can get free tokens on the faucet. There might be some issues right now on the actual project. Let me actually see if I can log in here. So at least on the OKX, I have some issues and I'm not getting any tokens as of right now. So I'm hoping that the faucet would work and send me some tokens here. But whatever, once you get the tokens, make sure you're going to be staking them in, and this might be part of the criteria going in to the actual launch. And then I would recommend just putting a healthy amount of your dimension, which in case you have unstaked dimension, just allocate it into Nebula dimension, because these liquid staking airdrops are going to be pretty sweet. Also, there seems to be, foreshadowing for probably Pudgy Penguin airdrop. So as a Pudgy holder, I'm really excited about maybe getting a share from that too. Moving on, we have Saga doing their extra bonus drops. So people who had staked their Saga instead of dumping it. So I think I sold 20% of my drop and I staked 80%. And now those people are going to be getting more Saga tokens. This is claim ending in 6 days. So make sure you're going to be checking this out before it's too late. And then there's going to be some type of Vault 2. I don't know what exactly this is entailing. I mean, there is a Medium page here going into how it's going to be distributed. There's going to be another snapshot. So I guess this second phase is going to be having another snapshot. I'm not sure. This was the first website. Okay, so 26th. So I guess they are assuming that there's going to be another batch coming in, which is good because I'm not selling at these levels. I'm kind of expecting that the Saga ecosystem will have a form of airdrops themselves, but remains to be seen. You don't want to kind of do the same mistake as I did, where I didn't really exit from any of these Cosmos chains, and then some of them went to almost like literally zero. But yeah, you gotta be kind of smart about when you want to unstake and how you want to unstake and when you're gonna exit and etc. And then two last entries, we have a GM Launchpad. This is another free airdrop to do. There's a couple of interesting social media tasks here, like tweets and shit like that. And in case you love these types of drops, definitely participate on this one because it seems relatively high quality, at least from the design of their website. I'm digging it, and it's really new apparently as well, so you're early. And then our last airdrop, we did talk about this on a prior video, Rhea Network. So in case you have some stable coins you are looking to deposit, so like let's say Athena was a pretty much of a success story in my opinion, and now we have kind of like another entry here where we are able to basically deposit different USDC coins under 5 different blockchains. Obviously the cheapest ways to do it is by interacting with Base and OP and Polygon, and then you can just basically deposit in and you're going to be getting points. You get also boosters every 48 hours, so make sure you're going to be coming back and getting these boosts. And the TVLs apparently changed the boost some. Currently there's 250 million of USDC locked in, which is quite a lot, so that's pretty exciting. And I'm like very low ranked here apparently, so yeah, but I guess even with my referrals, I'm doing not that great. But I have to deposit more money here. Obviously, a lot of us are going the same problems, which is liquidity is running out because we're interacting with so many different chains. And that's where I really emphasize the elevator strategy. Once the airdrop is over, you withdraw your funds, buy a bit more stables or something, and then deposit them to the next project. And then to the next project, and then to the next and next and next. You just have to basically exit and enter at the right pivotal moments, and you're gonna be making a lot of money this run. You're like your stable coins, your USDC on Coinbase with 5% APY, fuck that. This is the where you're going to be getting your most APYs. And they are, at least this is not like leveraged or anything, so this is like somewhat risk-free. But hey, that's pretty much what I have to share with you guys today. As always, make sure to be subscribing, liking, and in case you have any comments, leave them down below as well. That helps with the algorithms and shit. So I will be seeing you in the next video when it will be dropping out. Cheers.